Hello, my lovely Tauruses. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, let's just jump straight into your reading. I'm already feeling a bit blocked there. So, this is going to be for this week that I'm posting this on. So, 18th to 24th. All right. So, let's dive straight in. I do have a different spread. This might go on for a little bit longer than usual, just because I want to try something different. So please let me know down below if it resonates or if you prefer the way I've been doing things before, okay? So let's see. For Taurus, please. I know you guys want to see me do that, but sorry. I have like a new way of doing it and I'm just testing the spread out. So just let me know. Alrighty, you got 10 cards here. I would show you, I just don't want to ruin the setup. One day I will have 2 cameras and you guys will see both perspectives, but I will show you the cards. So the kind of past influence that's coming through within this week is the Three of Swords. There definitely has been some devastating news in the past that you may still be feeling some heartache about from time to time. It may still be a feeling that you're going through and still healing from. So it is going to play a part within this week, but it's not a major part because your current energy is coming through with strength. So despite a painful situation, you are kind of portraying strength. This is really good to remember to embody both of these energies in a strength card. It's just really important to push through, to show strength, to show courage, to show bravery despite the pain that you've been through. But make sure that you are also honoring that compassionate, emotional side of yourself in the meantime. Don't neglect that, because otherwise this Three of Swords will keep festering in the background and under the carpet here where we left it. And it's really important to make sure that you're addressing where this pain might be coming from. Honor the fact that you're still feeling this way, why you might still be feeling this way, and maybe help you heal it. I kind of feel like this Three of Swords, and let me clarify. Sorry, because it's new, I still don't know what to do with this spread. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. I wonder if I should do that beforehand. The Death card. So this is to do with something that was, something that maybe you saw coming. But Death card may not always be that way. I only say that because the Death card for me is kind of like an inevitable change. Something, this situation needed to come to an end, whether it's because it was just the timing of it, divine timing of it, or whether it's just because something may have been harming you in some way. Regardless of whatever it is, the Death card is about change, transformation, and very, very big change. And sometimes it's something that we don't really want. As you can see here, it's actually this priest here, which shows up in Hierophant cards, Taurus. Maybe this is something that you were really trying to delay the timing of. Maybe it's something you were trying to push back, something that you knew was going to hurt eventually. But you know, the Death card here is death coming through and sweeping out the old and bringing in a new chapter for you. And it seemed like it was something that you didn't want to happen, but happened anyway. So that's why that pain is lingering. So it's very normal to feel the way that you're feeling. Don't dishonor it. Considering that there has been huge changes in your life that are still impacting you now. This may have its past energies, so don't come at me in the comments. But it may have been to do with a death. It may have been to do with a passing away of somebody. So my condolences to you, Taurus. But just remember that, if it is that, then I would say time heals all wounds. But I think when it comes down to grief, do we really heal? Or is it just something that we kind of learn to see differently in a way that it doesn't hurt as much as before, but it still leaves a big hole? Others of you could just be grieving at the end of a situation. Again, the Death card is massive change. It's very Scorpio energy, which is the opposite of your sign. So it's something you really are not super comfortable with. So it feels like a lot of your environment and life may have changed from a situation coming to an end. For some of you, it could have been a separation, a breakup, again. Something that you saw coming, tried to delay it, but it happened inevitably and it did cause some heartache and some pain. Regardless, in your current energy, you are showing up as strength. So that's beautiful for you, Taurus, given your background, given your past, given things that have happened to you lately. Let's clarify the strength as your current energy. the Knight of Wands. So that's good. I think that you're dealing with these two things separately, which is good. Like the strength and the maid in the strength card, just like the lion and the maiden here, there are kind of two sides to your life at the moment. There is one where it's bold and brave, which is kind of showing up as that Knight of Wands, and then we have this again maiden here who represents that kindness, compassion, and emotional side of things. But we're going to speak about the lion today, the Knight of Wands energy, and your current energy, speaking about adventure as coming into your life this week, and something that maybe you are searching for, because the Knight of Wands goes and gallops out to go get it. You might be in this energy this week of where you might be being a bit more philosophical, feeling a little bit more drawn towards spirituality, drawn towards more philosophy, and maybe, this is a card of philosophy, spirituality, religion. Some of you guys could be really diving deep into these areas, questioning your life. For some of you, you could just be kind of gaining life experiences through travel. Some of you could have some travel coming up here, in which case it feels like it's going to be fun, it's going to be adventurous. The Knight of Wands is a very optimistic energy. It's Sagittarius energy, so you're showing up with a fiery energy within you this week, which is very lovely because it's a very big boost from what you have been through, and it could be a catalyst for more growth in your life if that's something that you're desiring. And actually, with that being said, in a position of your higher self and who you're meant to be without limits this week is the Ace of Wands. So this is divinely coming away. The Knight of Wands coming through already has that wand in his hand here. So this is kind of saying that there is a spark coming through. You are finding some sort of purpose within your life this week. Maybe this is to do with a new job, a new passion, all right, of yours that is going to bring in some amazing happiness. This spark is coming in, this fiery energy, which is very beautiful. I think you are in alignment to your higher self this week, I will say, because your blockage when it comes down, or your challenge to this Ace of Wands, this higher self of yours, something that's in alignment to your higher self, this spark, this catalyst, this new beginning, is the Knight of Cups, which is not a bad thing. The Knight of Cups, for some of you, I don't know, I'm feeling a teenage wound coming up with the Knight of Cups. So pay attention to what emotions you might be feeling now and whether that resonates with maybe something that you struggled with back then. So it's coming up, I don't know. But Taurus, the Knight of Cups is your emotions, wearing your heart on your sleeve, your vulnerability, and there's nothing wrong with that. In a sense of elements, I want you to kind of think about this fiery energy and this emotional energy. And yeah, we do have that card coming up. Don't worry. I'm thinking ahead of myself here, and the universe has already got it laid out in front of me, so I'll get to that. But when we're trying to ignite this fire and this rain just keeps coming in and dampening everything, it delays things when it comes down to that. And I think your struggle at the moment is that maybe things are still fresh and things are still like raw to you when it comes down to your emotions. Maybe there is a little bit of anxiety that you're struggling with at the moment. Like thinking of emotions, Knight of Cups is not a bad thing. Some of you, this could be somebody else, all right? Maybe somebody's making you feel a certain way this week, and that might be kind of raining on your parade is what I want to bring up. So pay attention to that. This could be a love offer coming through. That might be a blockage when it comes down to this Ace of Wands. But it can also, again, be your emotions if that's not the case. So pay attention to it. I think this is where that balance is needed, which you do have. I'm going to jump ahead because this Temperance card is coming up in terms of your personal issues and something that we can work on this week internally. And it is about how to balance different energies. And it's something that you will be mastering, don't you worry. It's the emotional element that's presenting a bit of a struggle to you, and how to balance these deep emotions and this grief of whatever it is, whatever kind of loss it is, with kind of getting yourself back on track again and igniting this passion into your life. So Temperance actually is balancing these two elements. This says that you will find a beautiful balance, but take time out when necessary and completely be patient with yourself if necessary as well. Strong Leo and Sagittarius coming up in your chart, by the way. So fiery energy in your chart, in your reading, but maybe in your chart, I don't know. Is somebody having a roast dinner? Like I'm smelling a chicken. I don't know why, like I'm smelling roast chicken. Anyway, so in your personal issue, the Temperance is saying that sometimes we need a pit stop. You know, the goal in the end, as you can see that sun rising in the background, usually it's a crown, so it represents that, you know, place where we want to be. it is within your reach. You don't have to sweep everything under the rug and pretend that you're not upset at times, pretend that you're not struggling at times just to get to that goal. That's not how life works. It's not how life works. I think that maybe you're doing that is like, I can't feel this pain, because if I'm feeling this pain, it's ruining this thing I'm trying to get going, whether it's, again, passions, career, this fiery energy, this boost back in your life, whatever that represents. You will find that balance, but sometimes you need some time out. You can't force yourself and work yourself to the ground to get there. That will do the complete opposite. The Temperance is saying that something within yourself this week to understand is that sometimes it takes patience to balance two different energies and find out where the middle ground is between the two of them. Specifically speaking about these elements here for you guys. When it comes down to the people around you, you actually have the Artist. So this is speaking strictly about the people that you have around you. Some of you may not have anybody around you in the Artist. Nothing funny about that, but I'm laughing in a sense that maybe that's just how you like it. But the Artist is coming through saying that maybe you are wanting people around you. The Artist is actually somebody who is bringing something to life. As you can see here, he is writing a story and it's coming to life in front of him, or he's painting it and it's coming to life in front of him. It's about visualizing something and bringing it to life. So some of you, this could be in regards to friendships or relationships that you may have already around you that you want to strengthen. This is saying here it's completely in your control to foster those relationships. I don't know, that word is coming up. I actually don't know what the phrase is that I want to say. But you're able to create that. You're able to bring that in, manifest it even, okay? But it's just about visualizing it, seeing yourself in that position and then acting as if, and going out to find those kinds of people and environments. Others of you could have some very creative people around you, in which case this may also help you to get back into figuring out what you want for yourself as well. Maybe being around people who manifest very easily or are very spiritual, or people who have a clear vision, people who, are always talking about things that they want to bring into their life. This may actually help you to get more inspired, to get more creative when it comes down to your future. But most importantly, it's about I feel like there is a deep desire to want people around you, want really good relationships, of course. I think you've been hurt in the past by relationships, and that's why maybe you don't have people around you, or whatever reason why. But the Artist is saying that I feel like you want to dream that world into being, and you want to make it real. All right. The next thing that we have for you is what you may not be able to see right now, and that's the Seven of Cups. Having our emotions a little bit everywhere. Seven of Cups is about options as well. So maybe for some of you, there are some options that you have in front of you, some good, some bad. It's really important to make sure that what we're looking at is truthful and honest. And if we do have a bad feeling about something, it's really important to listen to your intuition about it. What's hidden from you right now may be that there may be a false mask from somebody in your surroundings here. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. But the Seven of Cups can also be that maybe your emotions at the moment may be causing a lot more problems than they need to. Again, we do have this emotional thing, more of a sense of making things seem worse than they need to be. And I mean, you may already be going through a lot, but sometimes if we're looking through the eyes of fear, then our emotions are going to be kind of not only heightened, but we're going to relate those emotions to things that we're fearful of. Like, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to find a good example on the spot, but it's just not coming to me. Like, to me, when I see this card, that dragon is not real, but because we're looking at things in a fearful perspective, we're like, oh my god, there's so much danger. Like, oh my god, like, you see what I'm saying? Try not to let that get to you. We do have some advice here, and it is about starting a new beginning and having a fresh start. Maybe putting some things behind you if you're able to learn a lesson from it, but trying to put it behind you might be more beneficial in terms of starting fresh. And I think that's something that you're wanting deep down. All right. I've suddenly stopped clarifying this along the way, but this reading is going above what I wanted to go in time frame wise, but who cares? Like, it is what it is. So in terms of the near future, we're the King of Cups. So I'm going to relate it to you just for a second, but this can also definitely be a love interest coming away or maybe already in your life. This is a very genuine person. But let's speak about it in terms of you first, Taurus. So what's happening is you are gaining control of those emotions, which is beautiful. The King of Cups knows when to delve into those emotions and when to learn from them, love from them, and also when to hold them back because they may not be the best thing to rule a decision or to rule a situation. So maybe in the past our emotions got the best of us and it caused certain situations to unfold, whether it's trusting the wrong people or whatever it may be, blowing things out of proportion, whatever it may be. You're gaining a lot more maturity when it comes down to your emotions and how you handle them, which is good because this was your blockage before, was the Knight of Cups. So now in the near future, you're going to be mastering those emotions and you are going to find a really beautiful balance like that Temperance is speaking about. So you're doing a good job. All right. In terms of another person, it could be a water sign, but regardless, the King of Cups represents somebody who has very beautiful emotions and is full of love. So if that is not just you and there is somebody around you or it's in the near future, so somebody, I'm going to clarify this in particular because I know some of you like to hear about love. And like now I'm questioning whether I should clarify everything. Clarify the King of Cups first. King of Pentacles. This could very well be you, but we have Two of Cups here. So some of you, it could be same-sex relationship. Doesn't have to be though. Just a very quick message for somebody there, just as a confirmation. Earth sign and water sign energy. In terms of you, Taurus, one thing I do want to say is that you're really getting very grounded, and that is also in terms of your emotions too. Like I think that you're understanding that emotions are a good thing regardless of whatever they are. Anger helps us to understand where there might be sadness, frustration in somebody's actions may cause us to understand where we need to place boundaries. You see, we're learning the lessons of each and learning that we can actually use emotions to plant seeds. As you can see, the Pentacles and water is a very good combination of elements, to be honest with you. So you're gaining mastery over your finances, your stability, maybe you're budgeting a lot more, looking after yourself a lot more, and also dealing with your emotions, which is good. And for others of you, in terms of relationships, which is for the majority of you, I really do get the very big sense that there is a very beautiful relationship in your life or about to be in your life with somebody who genuinely cares for you. If you have been struggling through something, this person has already been there for you or is going to be there for you in the future. It's the near future. But this is a soulmate connection for sure. It could even just be a friend, by the way, somebody who's been by your side in very difficult situations. There will be a conversation between you and somebody. It's going to be very heartwarming and very, very beautiful. This is a friend for life, a partner for life. You know, that's what it feels like to me. Like my heart feels very beautiful when I'm speaking about this. All right. Now, in a distant future, you have the Page of Pentacles. So it seems like in a distant future for you, Taurus, there will be a new start, maybe in your career, maybe it's a home. All right. The Pentacles is about something that is quite a big deal. I say it's something that involves your foundation. You may be studying something new or investing in a new path, okay, or investing in a new thing, and this will actually end up giving you some investment back. So whatever it is, it seems very good. If you're feeling like you want to learn something new or go in a new career in a distant future, you'll probably take action on that with that Page of Pentacles, and it's good. It's taking the first step into something that you know is going to be good for you in the long term. Then we have, as your overall advice, Taurus, is the World card. So this is about a new beginning, a new cycle. What you need to hear right now is that ending of cycles only mean new beginnings. And even though old cycles ending out, especially when we don't want it to, like this happened, can be extremely difficult and can leave us with some feelings that we have to deal with, especially if they're trying to bring you down. Not trying to bring you down. Emotions don't have that kind of consciousness to do that to you on purpose, but instead of allowing that to unfold in a way that it becomes more damaging to you, we're turning it into something that actually helps you, like to understand maybe your relationship with yourself or to understand your heart, you know. But the Wild card is very good because there is a clean slate coming up for you guys. And one thing that is your advice with the Wild card is to honor the new cycle that's coming in. All right, it's a glow up energy. The wild card is good. Let's clarify the wild for overall advice. The Hanged Man. If you've been feeling like your life has been stuck for a while, the wild card just underneath that too, so there we go, a confirmation for you, is that this next stage is definitely kind of going to be very good with the things that you've learned in this stage of your life, in the last chapter of your life. Maybe things were a bit more stuck. I kind of actually am sensing that this Hanged Man was your energy. Maybe you felt like in this last chapter, even though it came to an end, maybe it's painful because you felt like you didn't do enough, or you didn't do as much as you wished that you did. With that Hanged Man, I think this was a stage where you were learning, actively learning whatever kind of lesson. I think there's been a mindset shift. So this wild is kind of setting you free. That's what it feels like. And with this enlightenment that you've gained, and maybe the things that we wish we did differently, you will be doing differently, because I already see that you're already kind of bringing this new energy, this fiery energy in. And I think that's what you felt like you missed in the last chapter that came to an end. So I do like your reading. I do like your reading, and I hope you guys liked it too. I'm gonna love you and leave you. I really do wish you the best. Please let me know how this new spread was for you. But aside from that, I hope to see you guys next time. Please let me know down below. Please like the video, subscribe. If any of you are interested in meditations, I have a very lovely app down below, and there's a very special link that will give you a free trial. I love the app. I use it all the time, and I'm thinking about maybe uploading the ones that I do on a daily basis. And if you like that idea, then let me know, because you guys can listen to the same things that I do. It gives you a free trial, and it also gives you 25% off as well for the membership after the trial if you want to continue. But it's just a free trial, so no harm in checking it out if you want to listen to meditations, breath work, something that I've been really wanting to do a bit more of. ASMR if you're interested, sleep sounds, which is my personal favorite because this girl struggled with insomnia once upon a time. And there's a bunch of other things on there. All right, so go check it out, check the link out, no harm in that. And I hope to see you guys next time. All right, Taurus, love you.